Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. It's been a long time in the making, this one. So keen to announce this to you guys, so stay tuned for some exciting stuff to come.
Tell me, is it whack up in the air? Rappers scattered off the gear. I can map him, get it, yeah. It's like a tracker, get distracted, send him back like in the mail. Not a fraction of them real. Catch him lacking, run the drill. Running through the shit like a motherfucking dage.
Okay, so part of this announcement is to do with the R32, but it's also, as you would have seen from the title, it's a collaboration with one of my favorite companies, which is Kudos Motorsports. And man, like, I'm so excited to work with these guys. I've used them in the past so many times. You might have heard of them. Kudos Motorsports on the Gold Coast. They supply a shit ton of parts for Nissans, but they also supply parts for like most brands as well. If you haven't heard of them before, they're a shop that consolidates all the brand names. So you got like Gates, Garrett, you know, all your big names. They consolidate all that for you, and you can buy it all from one shop. You can speak to them over the phone with any questions you're asking. They're like super well educated with like so much helpful stuff. I've learned a lot of stuff on phone calls with Kudos before, but yeah, really cool shop to work with. But you can go there, you can get like a whole package. So you want to rebuild an RB25 or forge one like we did, like we're going to do. You could just go, hey, I want to do this, and then they assemble all the parts that you need, recommend certain things for certain power levels, and you can buy it all from the one place, delivered to your house, which is really cool. Saves a lot of hassle. So I have used them plenty of times. Andrew and the boys, super helpful, as I said. So yeah, if you guys haven't heard of Kudos before, check out their website. They're about to drop a brand new website. It looks really cool. So definitely head over to their website and check them out. Kudos Motorsports, I'll put it here and in the description below. Okay, so let's jump into the collaboration. I reached out to Kudos and asked if they would be interested in helping out with the channel and parts that I need for my builds. Yeah, they were keen as to reach out and support local YouTubers. So man, super excited to see where this can go. But yeah, let's dive into the parts that we got from the latest shipment.
Bye.
Bye. He's sneaking around the background.
Yeah, I was going like stealthy.
So what we have here is a really exciting package. That is one of the last pieces of the puzzle. Probably shouldn't say that, there's many pieces for this puzzle. But in here, we have a whole bunch of goodies that's gonna allow us to complete the assembly of the forged RB25 engine here. And what we have is some really cool new products. So I'll put this out on the bench and we'll go through it all, but there's some cool stuff in here, so make sure you check this out. Okay, so this is the coolest shit ever. I barely ever buy brand new parts, and when I do, I make it a big deal because it's a thing. I'm just a second-hand guy, but to get nice new parts is really exciting. So first up here, we have an Acen water pump. You might not have heard of this brand before, but anyone that's worked with Toyotas would know this brand. They're big in Toyota with their engine parts, driveline, and braking. So trusted Toyota parts here. So yeah, really keen to try out a new water pump. It's exactly the same as OEM, just aftermarket. Comes with like, you know, your normal penis gasket, which is the RBs are, yeah, the good old penis gasket. And yeah, how good is it having a fresh water pump? Like, sick. So yeah, these are made in Japan, and they're usually cheaper than the OEM Nissan water pump, but you don't sacrifice any of the quality. So really keen to try this out and see how it goes. Love new parts. First one, water pump. Boom, there we go. And part of that is the timing belt kit. So I've got the bearings in here for your timing kit, and I've got the timing belt. I went with the OEM style timing belt because I had the Gates one, and to be honest, like in the 180, and to be honest, it was really noisy. I don't know if it was my own fault from tightening it a little bit too tight, but it made a whining noise like throughout the life of the belt, which was not ideal, not that nice. So I've gone with the OEM one this time to see if it's better. There's no real benefit in getting like an aftermarket timing belt. These are good for like 700 horsepower apparently. So this is going to suit my needs just fine. If you're getting a kit and it has the aftermarket timing belt in it anyway, that's just a bonus, but I chose OEM. Let's give that a go. Okay, next up we have the Saruda, which is a cool brand that I've been learning about that I didn't know existed. But it's a high performance gasket, head gasket. It's tested in the highest levels of motorsports and it's a lot cheaper than other brands that you'll find. They supply a large range of gaskets for all sorts of Japanese makes and models, so more than likely one will fit your engine. This particular head gasket is a grommet style. It has a special coating and for optimal sealing, so super excited to try this one out. Head gaskets are usually like where people get a bit, which one should I go for? But these are tested, so I'm keen to do this. Definitely a lot cheaper too if you want to save a buck and still keep that high quality performance. So that's the Saruda, and look how sick the packaging is on this thing. Like, it's shiny and it looks cool. And then to go with that, we got the Saruda exhaust manifold gasket, the steel one, which again is like just 3-layer, the multi-layer gasket that's tested at a high level. And yeah, you can't go wrong with a steel exhaust gasket, especially because a lot of the manifolds aren't straight, so this definitely helps seal it a lot, and the last thing you want is an exhaust leak. So yeah, Saruda! Even sounds cool. So next up we have like the OEM gasket kit, or what parts I did need. The benefit of Kudos is you can actually select which gaskets out of the gasket kit you want to keep and then remove some. So I got the OEM Nissan RB25 gasket kit and removed the head gasket and the exhaust gasket and then replaced them with the Saruda ones. So this is the air intake gasket, the plenum, and then we've got a bag of gaskets and things in here. Oh yeah. So from the OEM kit, it comes with this glue, genuine parts. That is legit, straight from Japan, mate. I just love Japanese stuff, and to know little Japanese man was holding this at some stage, pretty cool. We got the throttle body gasket, the crankshaft front main oil seal. How good's that? It's even labelled. Rear main seal. Definitely want to get one of these if you're doing any work on your engine outside the car, because you know that if that bitch leaks, gearbox out. No one wants to do that. I got some oil restrictors as well. That's not part of the gasket kit, but oil restrictors for the oil feed. So that's one of the common problems with the RBs. Got some copper washers and stuff. Oh, also one of the things I added to what I needed was the crank angle sensor gasket. A brand new one of those because mine was cooked. Another little gasket. Rocker cover gasket, OEM. So this is like, hopefully never leaks. The aftermarket ones that I've found, like the cheaper version, they always leak the rocker covers. So really excited to try that out and hopefully no leaks, because rocker cover gasket leaks are annoying. And your half moons that go on the rocker covers. A spring. And yeah. And then your oil pump gasket as well. So that's the OEM gasket kit there. And then also they threw in a Cometic plenum gasket for the upper intake manifold, how it splits in half, the stock one. I don't actually have, I'm not going to run the stock plenum, so I won't need this, but it is a good choice if you are, because it's got like aftermarket technology in here that will keep it sealed, and it's a really good upgrade. But I've got the forward facing plenum, so I won't need this. If you do run the stock plenum though, I'd probably get that as well. So the last thing on this box of goodies that I got, which is like super essential for RBs that I've never tried before, that I probably should have had, but I never did, is a Ross Parts oil drain kit. So it comes with 2 parts here and screws together. So this will be an episode you'll be seeing coming up after the engine's assembled. After the block's done, I've got to do this to the head. So this here is the oil drain. If you've never seen one before, it looks like a penis. And that, you got to drill out a hole in the back of your head and mount this to it. And then the AN fitting, you run a line from there back down to your sump. And also, a good idea to do at this stage is to weld on some bungs onto your sump so that you have fittings there that you can put AN fittings on there for your catch can and oil drain head, turbo if you're doing that sort of thing that doesn't have one. But yeah, that's a mod that's a little bit scary because you have to drill into the alley on the back of the head, which is hectic. So yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to the guys at Kudos for collaborating with me on my projects. Like, I'm so grateful, and I can't wait to see what we can do in the future together, because I have a lot of projects, so I do require a lot of parts and a lot of assistance with the technical side of things, so they're really good for that. And yeah, if any of you guys find yourself over at their website buying some parts or speaking on the phone, let them know that I sent you. I'm very confident that you'll have a good experience with these guys. They're freaking awesome. So head on over to their website now. Man, I just can't wait to assemble this engine. This RB25 is going together really soon. I'm going to use these parts from Kudos Motorsports, get this thing assembled, drop it in the car, and then it'll just, I think I'm going to get addicted to working on it, and things are going to start escalating quite quickly. But yeah, get excited for that. I know you guys want to see the 32 running and drifting out of the track. Hopefully that's getting closer and closer. But yeah, I also want to say massive thank you to all you guys that have supported me this far in the YouTube journey. So basically with my channel, the whole idea of it was to go out and have fun, show you guys what drifting's all about, and then also give you insight onto my journey as a drifter, and hopefully teach you guys a few things along the way when it comes to fixing your car, things that I've learned, and then also so for me to learn off you guys, which happens every single video. Without a doubt I learned something off you guys. But yeah, it was good to have a little chat and show you guys what's happening. Man, I just feel, I'm so grateful, but man, it feels freaking awesome to be working with a company as cool as Kudos, and yeah, I'm so stoked, so keen. But yeah, this is the start of something big. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up this episode. So thanks heaps for watching. Make sure, as always, you hit the like button, you drop a comment below, and you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell as well, and then head over to Kudos Motorsports. Even go check them out. Hit a like on Facebook, Instagram, give them some support. Appreciate all you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.